sitting inside now,
Yes.
it certainly makes me feel like Derek Bell in here. So,
Yes.
is there any chance that I could drive this down the road to grab a coffee from a Starbucks or not? Do you think that's a good idea?
I think the idea is perfect.
Hi, I'm Ruben, Wagner UK.
Hi, I'm Tobias from Saker Sportscars.
It was great to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Got to get myself moving. Gonna get myself moving.
So tell me a little bit about Saker Motorsport.
Yes, we are producer of the Saker Sportscars, and I bought this company for 2 years and bring it back to the street, to the racetrack, and we built the race cars like the old Group C race cars. Yes.
Yeah, I can see from the liveries you have here. You've got some iconic cars, silk cut and shell.
Yes, exactly.
This looks from a distance like a Porsche 962C.
Yes, exactly.
Very cool.
That is what we wanted with this car.
Yeah, that's very cool. And you have something original as well over there, which is representative of Porsche.
Yes, exactly. Because we are here on the Classic Day from Wagner, and a customer from us had the original 906 Porsche, and yes. Then I asked him, can we use this car for this event? And
yeah. Well, you told me earlier that they have a Subaru engine, so you're following a Porsche principle there.
Yes.
So you have a Porsche livery and a Porsche chassis with a flat engine in it.
Exactly, with the box engine. Yes.
Yeah. So
and that is also a reason that we can use these cars cheap on the racetrack, because we are using the Subaru engine and the Subaru gearbox.
Yes.
We have the 280 horsepower in the standard engine, and we use the original components, and that is why the engine is cheap for the racetrack.
Yeah. You were telling me about the costs, and it's very competitive.
Yes, really.
The price that you have for your builds.
Yes, exactly.
It's impressive. There are a lot of other people around Europe trying to do this, but you seem to offer very good value for money.
Yes, exactly. It's when for us the main customers, they have a Porsche or a Ferrari as a street car, and they want to drive on a racetrack, because then you have the problem. Okay, it's really expensive when you drive with these cars on the racetrack, and the most of our customers said, okay, when I drive with a Saker on a racetrack, I have more fun, like in the street car, and it's much cheaper than when we drive with the street car. And
but I imagine the performance is amazing.
Yes, exactly.
What is the weight?
Yeah, we have 750 kilo.
Yes.
For one of this car, and when we compare this with an actual race car, we drive the same lap times as the actually Porsche GT3. It is really
that's impressive.
It's really cool.
That's very impressive. Walk me around the car.
Yes.
Show me.
When we have the Saker front section, you can remove with those 2 pins. You have in the front 2 pins you had to remove, and then you can put the front section completely off in 1 minute.
Excellent.
And the center section is completely fixed with the frame, and we have no electrician shit in this car. I think so. Yes. We have no ABS. We have no traction control.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yes.
At that weight, though, you should have enough driver skill.
Exactly.
The fit and finish looks very good.
Yes, and the cars are made for have fun, not for you must go with a mechanic and with an engineer or something.
You don't need a full race team.
Yes, you can go alone with your trailer and have fun.
Yeah,
that is the passion of Saker.
Yes,
and it's not very expensive.
No,
and for the rear section, exactly the same. You have only the 2 pins here and the 2 pins in the back, and then you can remove the backs. The rear section completely, and you saw the engine and everything.
Yeah, that's good. So you can maintain it yourself if you want to.
Exactly.
Which is a good part. It's a good thing to encourage your customers to know more about what they're driving.
Yes.
Because then at least you give them a little bit more than just, oh, here's a car, get in and drive. They start to learn.
Yes,
education is key.
when you go to the racetrack alone or with a friend, you had to check your oil level and your gearbox oil level with the lipstick, what you have, and everything is written on the Saker homepage when you are an owner.
Yes.
That, you have for 5 steps to have to check, and then you have fun.
Yes, you
and
do.
That is the passion from Saker.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an incredible looking machine. I'd love to get in and drive it now. I love motorsport, so this
really
is
cool.
right up my street.
Yeah. Okay.
More adrenaline than you can handle.
Yes, exactly.
That's a nice motto.
Yes,
I like it.
Exactly.
You're promoting a good thing. Adrenaline's good for people. Everyone needs a shot of adrenaline once in their life.
Exactly.
Now, tell me a little bit more about this body.
Yes, that body is the body kit RapX, is the name of the car, the RapX, and it's the newest one from Saker.
Yes.
Saker started with the GT in 2010. They designed the new RapX. It's the same car.
Yeah.
It's completely the same car, only with other bodywork. Yes, and it looks more modern style.
It does look a lot more modern. It's a very handsome shape, and the livery is very cool as well.
Yeah, it's the old silk cut from the Group C.
It's great.
Yes.
It is great. Are there any differences between the two cars?
That car here is the first one we built completely new in Germany, and in this car we have the luxury dashboard.
Yes, I can see the dashboard.
Yes, then we have also the sequential gearbox with paddle shift on the steering wheel.
That's very impressive.
Yes, yes. Then we have another nice feature in this car. We have the servo steering.
Yes.
Electrical servo steering, and all what Saker can is in this car at the moment.
It's a pinnacle.
Yes,
pinnacle of
Saker. Exactly. Yes.
So if I could afford it, which maybe I could. How much would this set me back today? What are the costs involved?
The standard Saker started at 67,000 euro, and you have a completely new car, what you can directly drive on a racetrack.
Yes.
And then you have several options like the servo steering or the luxury dashboard or then the paddle shift, and most of the people asking me then because why you're so cheap, yes.
Yeah.
And the reason for this is we are using standard components from the Subaru.
Yeah.
And we have also the Subaru gearbox for standard, and all other parts, the bodywork, we have the molds for this. We make this by ourselves. Yes. And that is the reason, because we are much cheaper than the other ones. Yes.
What kind of suspension setup do you use?
The suspension setup is only from Moton Suspension in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And they tested it several times on Nürburgring Nordschleife with this car.
Yes.
And
so how do you know Walter and Wagner? How do you know Walter and Wagner?
Yes. I have the contact from Wagner because when I started with Saker again on the racetrack, we have a problem with the gearbox, and the gears are not going softly into the next gear. And then I spoke with the chief of Wagner, with Walter Wagner, and then he said, "Well, you can use the additive micro ceramic."
Yes.
And I think it was at the beginning of 2022. We use in all cars.
Micro Ceramics provides the outstanding emergency running properties in case of oil film breakage, oil pressure loss, or oil leakage. Proven over 30 years, mixable with all engine and gear oils for maximum performance, driving pleasure and durability.
Sitting inside now, it certainly makes me feel like Derek Bell in here. So,
yes.
Is there any chance that I could drive this down the road to grab a coffee from a Starbucks or not? Do you think that's a good idea?
I haven't got my coffee.
Give your husband the heftier coffee to start the day, even if he doesn't go to work at 160 miles an hour.
That's great coffee.
I think the idea is perfect. But
what's the reality?
Yeah, in the reality, with the German standards at the moment, it's not possible for us as a producer that we can build these cars for street legal. But in the past, we have customers in the UK or in Sweden. They bring the cars street legal by herself, and they can go on Sunday to ice cream.
Well, it's true. In the UK, it's probably easier to get something like this on the road because the legislation is a lot less stringent. There are many other race replicas that people use on the road. I wouldn't want to. This would be for my racetrack, for my Ayrton Senna daydreams only.
Yeah.
But I can, if you could, then anything's a possibility. It's an incredible place to sit in here because of the concave of the screen. I imagine when you're full throttle around Hockenheim or Nordschleife, you get, it gives me goosebumps just sitting in it.
Yes, yes.
It's a very cool thing.
It's really like the old Group C. When you see the videos from the old Le Mans, it's exactly the same when you sit in the car.
Yeah.
You see the front section are waving when you drive over 200 kilometers per hour. It's really cool. It's the feeling in the car is, I think, perfect.
It's a great experience as well because not only can you do that yourself, you can bring someone else.
Yeah,
so you've got two people, so it's not a selfish endeavor.
Yes, exactly.
You can actually bring your partner or your friends, or maybe even share a car together and enjoy that experience because it's a nice thing to be able to bring a friend to get that feeling, to show them what it's like to be in something that evokes a Group C car from the 1980s and 90s. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the dashboard does look very nice flopped.
Yes, exactly. The luxury dashboard. But what you say, it's when we are on a hill climb event or something else, the most of the people, they are driving with a Porsche or with a Tourenwagen race car. They asking us, it's possible that we can get into a Saker and we can feel how I can sit in this car.
Yes.
And we said, yes, no worry, we can. And all guys sit in this car and said, that's a real race car.
Yes.
And they have a real race car in the garage, but it's a Tourenwagen. You cannot compare this car with a Tourenwagen. It's completely,
Exactly. That's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah.
What is the body shell constructed of? The construction, the material.
Glasfaser.
And glassfaser.
Glasfaser. In Germany we said GFK. Glasfaser. In this winter we are planning to make one bodywork in Kohlefaser.
Okay.
But original is Glasfaser original.
Okay.
We can make an adjustment for the brake balance. You can move it more to the front or more to the rear, and that is also a product is standard in all Sakers. And we are using the Tilton system for doing the brake balance. Yes,
that's excellent. So you really have thought of everything that a customer would need to be able to get the best possible handling out of their car on track. And you give them the option to be able to do it themselves.
Yes.
So you don't need to bring the car back, have it set up for geometry. You've got adjustable suspension, you've got brake bias, you've got sequential gearbox. This is a very cool thing, and for a very good price.
Yes, thank you.
You're doing a good thing for motorsports.
Yes, I will do that. Yes. It's also important in the rain.
Yeah,
because we see us here at the moment. We can more plan as we can do, but the weather is not plan.
Yes, exactly.
We cannot planning and
brake bias is what you need.
Yes.
That's excellent. And the chassis construction is steel and aluminium?
Yes.
Steel and aluminium.
Steel welded and aluminium in the inside.
Yeah, inside
for the cover,
the bulkhead, etc. etc. And is that a data logger? Does it have data logging?
Yes, exactly.
Option?
Yes, we have the data logging option. Now we hear the compressor for the sequential gearbox.
Yeah.
Because in this car is the sequential gearbox, and we have here we have the RPM, we have the oil pressure, we have the water temperature, and.
Can you start it up? Will it start up, or is that?
No, we can start.
Yeah.
No worry.
Give us a blip. I can tell you that's the easiest race car start I've heard.
Yes, exactly. Now we have here for the gear and what.
Oh yes, you got your
now
display
in reverse.
there,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, you have everything you need on your display there.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So where I used to work, they had the Leighton House Porsche 962C.
Yes.
And we had to start it up every year for either the Salon Privé or Goodwood. Took about 20 minutes to get to
Yes,
start
I know this.
because of the rotary
And you need
started
5
and
guys.
that- Yeah. It was very funny. So,
Yes.
you know, dreams of original race car ownership are just that. They're dreams. If you actually want to drive one, this is the kind of vehicle that you need to have. It offers an opportunity to have that experience without all the hassle and cost.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes,
It's very good. It's
Yes.
very good. I like it a lot. Unfortunately, I live in Scotland, so the only place I have to go is Knockhill, and this car will be way too fast for Knockhill.
Yeah.
It's only 2 kilometers long, and it's always raining as well.
Oh yes.
Got to get myself moving. Gonna get myself moving.